Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me in today's video about the Pi cycle moving average that we'll be talking about today, just to highlight what's going on in the macro sense. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and let's dive right in. So this is the Pi cycle top indicator, the green moving average being a multiplier, 350 times 2, and this orange MA being the 111-day moving average. And the thing about this indicator on look into Bitcoin is that it's lagging a bit when it comes to this recent crash, because you can see here that this 111-day moving average was figuring, or should have been figuring, as a support on this crash right over here. And that whenever we tend to see breakouts beyond this moving average resistance, retests are quite likely going forward. So this is actually something I mentioned in yesterday's Rekt Capital newsletter, where we were losing this weekly high or low right over here, and upon breakdown from here, which would of course at the same time be losing this confluent major demand zone here, the orange area right over here, losing this region, and we'd actually revisit this Pi cycle moving average, which is approximately confluent with the 39,000 region that is the previous range high of this overall green-red range. So you can see lots of confluence here in terms of the range high of a previous range and the moving average, the Pi cycle moving average. And you can see that a picture perfect retest occurred of that Pi cycle moving average, which only just showcases a breakout from resistance and back into new support today. And we've seen a massive 7% rebound from then. Of course, 7% might be considered not a lot when it comes to volatile movements, but this is actually a great recovery from the Pi cycle moving average here. And that's one of the most important things to take note of, because I mentioned this yesterday, but I also mentioned this over a month and a half ago, actually almost 2 months ago, on Twitter, where I spoke about this 111-day moving average, this Pi cycle moving average being an important region to break beyond. But of course, in the short term, we didn't see a retest happen of that moving average, but a midterm retest of that moving average would have been even more compelling, because this is something that you can see is a additional confirmation for returning into a bull market. And here's an update to that tweet. You can see that back when August 7th, we broke beyond this moving average and we did an entire curling down formation on Bitcoin and revisited the same point. That is the 111-day moving average. So previous resistance is now new support, and the whole thing here is that we need to see this hold as a support for a midterm retest to be ensured, because that's what's really important to just confirming a bull market return. This has been a key historical component in revisiting and returning to these bull markets. And at the moment, so far so good, picture perfect retest. And what's important now going forward for this retest to really recover this downside that we've seen over the past few days, this is a support zone that has just given way. Right over here, rebound, 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 and then holding the highs, and upon this crash, still rebounding from this support area, but ultimately losing it yesterday. So what we need to focus here for this retest attempt to be sustained, we need to break back above this support region, turn it back into support, and then see continuation, because at the moment you can see that this major support region, which was offering all these bounces, well, price is below this region. So there is a scare, or at least there is a sign to take note of, that this could be an old support turning back into a resistance, and we need to look out for that. as a real possibility, because now that we've successfully retested the Pi cycle moving average, we need to be able to have that follow through that would bring us above the mid 40s essentially for us to reclaim this support region as one of support. Because otherwise this could be a resistance zone, a new resistance which would reject price. And that's where that midterm retest could become a little bit more under pressure. We might see, upon turning into a resistance, we could see price really weigh down on Bitcoin here and really impose pressure onto this moving average, which could be lost as a support as a result. So really important that Bitcoin slinks back above this major resistance, at the moment resistance, just to claim it back into support for this midterm retest to be successful, this midterm retest of a previous resistance that was the Pi cycle moving average, and now being a new support. So at the moment, this is going to be the resistance here, and this over here is a support. So effectively, a range is forming between 40,000 and 45,000. We're going to be meandering inside this range until we see a clear break of above mid 40s or below the 40s. That is denoted by the Pi cycle top moving average here. So really important to watch out for that development, because a midterm retest, a midterm successful retest of the Pi cycle moving average would be bullish for Bitcoin returning to a bull market. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I'm Rekt Capital. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. And of course, if you like this one and would like to see more data science focused videos going forward, please leave a like. It would mean a lot. In any case, thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.